20-year-old Bellingham appeared to have won it all with a header goal when the 90-minute mark passed in the recently concluded La Liga match between Real Madrid and Valencia at the Mestalla Stadium. But referee Gil Manzano had already blown the whistle for full time before the ball had crossed the line. As the match finished 2-2, Bellingham and other Real Madrid players fiercely argued with the referee. As a result, Bellingham received a red card. What do you think is the main reason for the referee's action and the players' reaction? Let's take a look at the full story of what happened and understand why the referee made such a decision. Now, before we talk about it, subscribe to Footballers Weekly. Let's get started. After Hugo Duro's header gave Valencia the lead in the first half, Roman Yaremchuk stunned the visiting team by intercepting Dani Carvajal's careless backball to make it 2-0. Just before halftime, Vinicius Jr gave Real Madrid a goal back, and they persisted in trying to level in the second half. Vinicius scored his 9th league goal of the season in the 76th minute with a close-range header. This was the Brazilian star's first visit to the Mestalla after he was subjected to racist abuse from fans there the previous year. The racial attack happened back in May 2023 when he was targeted for continuous racial taunts during Real Madrid's 1-0 La Liga loss against Valencia at the Mestalla Stadium. The 2023 game's turning moment occurred during a play stoppage in the second half. A furious Vinicius identified a fan in the stands who was being abusive before confronting the fans in that particular section of the spectators. According to La Liga TV, there was a sign in the stadium asking spectators not to jeer at the players or hurl things onto the field. According to an official report from the referee, a spectator from the southern Mario Kempes terrace yelled "Monkey, monkey" at Vinicius in the 73rd minute. Due to this, the racism protocol went into effect, alerting the pitch delegate to play an appropriate warning over the loudspeaker. The game was stopped until the stadium's loudspeakers broadcasted the announcement. Back at the recent game, Vinicius had raised his fist in the air to celebrate his first goal in his 250th Real Madrid appearance. As the game got closer to its end, Valencia was denied the opportunity to win the match as a penalty for a challenge on Duro was overruled by a VAR review. Subsequently, in the 9th minute of stoppage time, Brahim Diaz sent a cross into the box, which Bellingham headed into the net. However, the goal was nullified by Manzano's whistle just before the cross. Scenes descended into chaos as Real's players rushed the referee with Bellingham, who was participating in his first match after suffering an ankle injury last month, angrily approached the referee Gil Manzano. But what followed Bellingham's confrontation was a red card for him. Manzano stated in his official referee report that he had given Bellingham the red card because he ran at him in an aggressive attitude and kept yelling, "It's a freaking goal!" After the game, Real Madrid manager Carlo Ancelotti vented his frustration at the goal that was declined. He explained that what happened was unprecedented and it has never happened to him before. He continued by explaining that after the rebound, the club was in control. In his words, he stated that there was nothing more to say, and Bellingham's red card pissed the club off as he didn't make any offensive remarks. He stated further that the choice made by the referee left his players upset and angry, and that they have to cool down because the team is still seething. The club's official match report also called the referee decision as an unprecedented refereeing decision, which prevented Real Madrid from beating Valencia at Mestalla. What could be the main reason for the referee cancelling the goal then? There have been previous instances where referees blow the final whistle while the ball is still in play. During the last World Cup game between France and Switzerland, the final whistle was blown by the referee during an offensive phase by the French side, following a goal scored by one of their players. Another instance happened in a contentious May 2023 La Liga game where the match between Real Valladolid and Sevilla ended in a 3-0 home loss for Real. In the final minute of stoppage time in the first half, Valladolid, who were currently fighting for relegation, took the lead. However, the referee controversially blew the halftime whistle after seeing the player attempt a shot from about 30 yards away. The goal, which would have been a season contender, was not counted as the players approached the referee after he blew the whistle. According to IFAB laws of the game 2023 to 2024, is the referee allowed to sound the final whistle at any time, or must they wait until the conclusion of a play? The referee in football is in charge of interpreting and applying the laws of the game throughout a game. The referee is the match official with the power to start and stop play, as well as to punish players and coaches during a game. They also have the the last say on all matters pertaining to play. Play stops like throw-ins and goal kicks often happen naturally. Permission should only be granted in cases when these delays are extreme. The precise amount of time left in the game is not stated in the announcement of the extra time. The referee may extend the period if they deem it necessary. They may never shorten it. The second half's duration cannot be changed by the referee to make up for a timekeeping error that occurred during the first half. But before blowing the final whistle for either the first half or the entire game, the referee has to take into account two factors. Is the ball still in play, or is one of the teams in a favorable position? The ideal case would be for the ball to be cleared to the neutral zone by the defender, or for example by a goal kick. That's not always the case, of course, but the referee may have blown the final whistle in a less than optimal situation on the basis of the circumstances. So why did the referee blow the whistle while the ball was still in play? And why did he cancel Bellingham's goal? Could it have been a case of racism following the events of Vinicius' racism attack in the previous year Laliga match? Revisiting the May 2023 game. Throughout the game, the Real Madrid star Vinicius Jr received several additional racist taunts. CNN was informed by the National Police of Spain in Valencia that although they have not yet made any arrests, they have located a person in the stadium who is suspected of participating in racist shouting. Valencia verified in a statement that one fan had been recognized by the local authorities and that anybody else found to have participated in racist acts or gestures would face a permanent ban from the stadium. According to CNN, the Spanish prosecutor's office launched an inquiry into the event in case it qualifies as a hate crime. Also, while addressing the events after the match to Movistar Plus, Ancelotti expressed his despair. He explained how the whole crowd yelling "monkey" at Vinicius forced him to consider benching him. Ancelotti said in a different conversation with reporters that officials should postpone games when there are further cases of racism in the league. In his words, he explained, "I'm very sad because La Liga is a league with big teams with a good atmosphere. This we have to get rid of. We're in 2023, racism does not have to exist. The only way for me is to stop the game." Vinicius Jr shared a story on his own Instagram account, stating, "The prize that racists won was my expulsion. This isn't football. This is La Liga." Subsequently, Vinicius responded to a tweet from La Liga president Javier Tebas, chastising him for not meeting with him to discuss the matter and advising him to inform himself on La Liga's jurisdictions and role in racism cases. The Brazilian Vinicius replied, once again, "Instead of criticizing racists, the president of La Liga shows up on social media to attack me. I am not your friend to talk with about racism. I want actions and punishments. Hashtags don't move me." Shortly after the game, Valencia released the following statement on their website. Valencia CF wishes to publicly condemn any type of insult, attack, or downgrading in football. At keeping with its commitment to the principles of decency and sportsmanship, the team openly restates its opposition to both physical and verbal abuse at stadiums and expresses remorse for the incidents that transpired during its match against Real Madrid on matchday 35 of La Liga. Valencia dismissed Ancelotti's allegation that the stadium was screaming "monkey," even though other Real Madrid players also claimed that monkey chants were directed against Vinicius Jr and the goalkeeper also. Could this previous incident link to Bellingham's cancelled goal as evidence of racism? Although Girona in second place has the potential to close the distance against Mallorca, Real Madrid is still leading La Liga by 7 points. Did the referee not follow the laws of the game intentionally, or did he blow the whistle and hand Bellingham the red card out of racism? Is racism becoming rampant in the La Liga league? Drop your answers and opinions in the comment box. Don't forget to give this video a like. And why not also subscribe to this channel to get more football videos like this? See you in the next video.